How's it going, everybody? Welcome to One Take, episode 3. Can't believe it's already episode 3, and we've got
Mm.
another good one for you guys today. This is our debate series that we are doing here on the channel. It is uploaded weekly every Wednesday, and today we're talking actors a little bit. If you want to elaborate here, John.
Yeah, so this week's one take is slightly different. It's not necessarily going to be a huge debate, but it's more of a discussion that could end up being a debate. So to give a little bit of a backstory, I recently watched Cold Storage with Joe Keery and Liam Neeson. And I got the idea after watching it because one of the actresses in it, Georgina Campbell, I was like, oh, I've never seen her before, but she was really awesome in this. And then I was like, oh wait, I wanted to know for today who are some who is a actor and an actress that or and some honorable mentions that like up they're either up and coming actors or they're like not A-list big box actors that you think should be more in the spotlight because of their talent. So I wanted to ask that question for this week's one take and get your opinion on that.
Yeah, and I think it's a really cool idea. And so, as you said, we each thought of at least one actor, one actress. Then I know you have honorable mentions you want to bring up, and that's
Yeah,
totally cool. So, without further ado, I think I'm all set to get into it.
sure. Yeah, so I am going to start the usual 45-second timer. Now, in this 45 seconds, we are pretty much just going to be saying who our picks are. Maybe a little bit of extra info if we feel the need to, but we can get into that after if need be. So, whenever you are ready, Dave.
I'm going first, or is it you?
Oh, I just started. It's you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, my two actors, not so much up and coming. They have been in some pretty big films, but they are ones that I think should be recognized as more front and center, really talented actors or actor and actress that I really enjoy, and they are David Johnson and Thomasin McKenzie. And I'll just leave that there, and we'll get into the movies they're in and stuff.
Okay. I'm just gonna cancel the timer so we can get to it.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, my actress pick is Georgina Campbell, of which I said before. And I am going to go with Miles Canton for my actor pick. And I guess I'll mention my honorable mentions for now. My honorable mentions are both male actors. I picked Aiden Gallagher and Owen Cooper. I'll explain why they didn't make it as my top pick later on, but for now, we're just gonna get into it. So, yeah.
Perfect. All right, and we want to start with, are we starting with the actresses here first?
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can take it off if you
Yeah,
want.
so my pick is Thomasin McKenzie. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big Edgar Wright fan, and she starred in an Edgar Wright film a few years back, Last Night in Soho. I believe that was 2021. I'm not sure the exact year, but she starred in that. I think she's absolutely fantastic in that movie. She really brings like a really good vulnerability. She's very charming, and she's very like you become very connected with the character very easily through her performance, and it's and I just think she has a certain charm to her that I think is very hard for a lot of actors to have. I almost think that it might just be something innate about certain people that when you see them on screen, like you are just instantly, almost no matter who their character is, you're instantly like, I'm rooting for this person. I'm on this person's side. And I think she has that element to her. Like I said, that's super rare. And I think she's a really, really cool actress. She's also in Jojo Rabbit, which I actually just watched for the first time not too long ago because I wanted to do more research and see another movie she's in. So I think she's quite good in that as well. She has more of a supporting role in that. And she's really good. And she's also has a very small role in M. Night Shyamalan's Old. So she's worked with some pretty big names in terms of directors, so she's not exactly up and coming, but I feel that she hasn't quite been seen as this A-list, top billing actress that I
franchise. Yeah.
personally feel that she is more than capable of. She has a lot of grace as well. Last Night in
Mm,
Soho has a very iconic dance sequence, and I think she's fantastic in that as well. And
yeah.
to go from that dynamic of like having the grace to, dance and flow to music and while also being in this what turns into very much a horror film. She
Mm.
she she hits the dynamics very well from like being up here terrified to like down here like graceful
Oh
and
yeah.
quiet and timid and that was something that really stood out to me in that movie that I wanted to
Mm.
emphasize with that before I forgot it. So that's something else I just wanted to put out there.
So I'll go with my actress. Like I said multiple times before, Georgina Campbell. Most recently in Cold Storage, of which I watched before, and probably people might know her from Barbarian from 2022. So, I mean, the reason why I picked her is because, I just like, I think you said it best. I'm going to reiterate what you said. She's got a very unique charm to her that I really like. I think, I've only seen two movies with her, but every those two movies that I've seen, she's dramatically been the best part and made the movie itself worth watching in general. I consider her like lesser known because she isn't in these like big box movie franchises. She isn't like the go-to actress as yet for these big directors, and I think she has a very good, unique way of using her facial reactions, well, facial expressions as a way of acting in character that I think a lot of Hollywood in general is missing nowadays. And yeah, I just think she has an immense amount of talent that I think should be uh, put forth in a more big box kind of way.
Very good points. I as someone who also watched Cold Storage recently, thanks to your
Mm,
recommendation, I will
yeah.
say while it's not a movie that I enjoy for the most part, I think
Hmm.
that Georgina Campbell is certainly one of the best parts of it, and I think
Oh yeah.
her chemistry with Joe Keery as well, like they
Yeah.
they worked well together, and I think they really did a lot of heavy lifting with that movie, personally,
Mm,
just my
yeah.
opinion. But I see what you're saying, and I definitely I second that about um as soon as she kind of came into the story, it's like you
Yeah.
you feel for this character, and she's funny, she's
Mm,
interesting, she's
yeah.
and yeah, you can really experience the emotions she has in that, and also in Barbarian, she's quite good too. It's been a while since I've watched that one, but
Mm,
very much somebody, very much a character in that movie that it rides a lot on being put into her position with
yeah.
moving into this random house for a night and
Mm,
uncovering all these secrets and stuff like that. And I do think she did a great job with that.
oh yeah.
So that's funny. We
She
both
did.
chose
Yeah.
two women who have led horror movies, so that's pretty cool, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. I mean, for Georgina, I guess like, well, yeah. I mean, every kind of character that she plays, I'm like instantly invested in. And there's not a lot of actors or actresses that I would say that when I know they're going to be in a movie, I'm like, oh, okay, I definitely want to see that because they're in it. And I think that Georgina Campbell is somebody now that I would say, oh, I would definitely see that movie just because she's in it, which says a lot about somebody as a actor or actress.
For sure, for sure.
And to bring up another point of which I think you had an idea of before, what's a role that you would
Oh
like to
yeah.
see your actress play to kind of that you would either like to see her play or think would take her on a new level?
I think I would try to go for a bit of both, where it's like something I want to see her in, and also, yeah, that's going to possibly
Mm,
push her to being part of like, the A-list. And I think something that would be interesting for her because she's got quite a light and like soft voice is
mm,
it'd be very interesting if she was like sort of on the run in some way, like sort of an action movie, but not like fighting action, but more like she's on the run from somebody. So like an action thriller sort of thing. I'd like to see
right.
her in that place because she can lean on, you know, the audience buying into her character and wanting to root for her. But I'd
Mm,
like to see her bring a bit more of an edge to her performance where like she can like maybe do some fighting back and like kind of have like a toughness to her character because I haven't quite
right.
seen that yet from her. She's
Mm,
she's she's definitely shown moments of it, but I'd maybe like to see something like that. So something along the lines of what's like a runaway movie? I can't even think off the top of my head. The Getaway. That's a
the
throwback.
fugitive.
That's a
Yeah.
throwback. Or Fugitive, honestly, Fugitive.
Mm,
Like something, yeah,
yeah.
something like that, like a thriller sort of. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
I
good.
think
Yeah.
it'd be a unique role for her, and I think it'd be kind of cool to see her in something like that, where we see
Mm,
her in like these stressful situations, and like we want to root for her to get out of these like, you know,
yeah.
close encounters with whoever's coming after her or something. I think that could be cool.
Mm. Oh yeah, I agree with you there. And honestly, I think that would be a good role for Georgina Campbell also. But I can also come up with something else. I don't want to just uh,
Yeah.
jump off of you. But I mean, a role initially roles that I thought would probably make her stand out, and I'd like to see her in is either a rom com or like a pure action movie of which you just said. And actually, just off the top of my head, I thought that I don't know who she would play, but maybe like a biopic. I'd like her to maybe play like a either like a character or like an already established like person. I think she would totally kill it as like playing that role
Hmm.
and show her range that she has in versatility.
That would be very cool. I do. I hope that Georgina Campbell, again, talking opinions here, but I
Yeah.
do hope that she can get a role in a slightly better movie than what she's done so far.
Mm.
She's been in decent movies, but I would like to see her in a movie that I personally enjoy more. Obviously, that's not on her necessarily at
Right.
all. I'm just saying, I'm talking to Hollywood right now. Hollywood,
Yeah. Listen
get
up. Yeah.
Get Georgina Campbell in in a hit in a top movie of
Yes.
the year. That'd be cool
Get
because
her
I
in the
think
spotlight.
yeah, yeah, exactly. If these
Yeah.
actors and actresses, if they're gonna get somewhere, we got to put them somewhere.
Mm.
That's a quote.
Actually, Georgina, if you're listening, hit us up. We're always looking for
Right,
actresses.
right.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it would be really cool because I think she's more than capable as well. I do agree.
Oh yeah.
From what I've seen so far. So yeah. Are we good to move on to our actors?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can take it away all again if you want.
Yeah, sure. I'll jump right into it. This is again very similar, not exactly up and coming. Actually,
Mm.
he did win an award for being an up and coming actor not too long
Yeah.
ago. David Johnson. I I was trying to think of somebody else, but honestly, like he just stands out to me so much because I really
Yeah.
liked him in The Long Walk. The Long Walk was my favorite film of last year,
Mm.
and a big part of that movie, I forget, I might have named it as like the number one aspect. I think it was, and I still stand by it, is the cast as a whole
Mm.
is really good in that movie. But he's the best of that. So he's the best part of the best part of the movie. He just brings a really good dramatic side, a fun side, a and being able to create a genuine friendship on screen
Mm.
is is something that can sometimes be hard to truly feel, especially with such a large ensemble of actors. But they give him a lot of focus, and I think he knocks it out of the park with
Oh
being
yeah.
someone who's complex, who um, who makes a lot of the dialogue, like almost everything he says in that movie has weight to it and emotion and earnestness that if it was in a
Mm.
different actor's hands might have sounded corny or maybe um, a bit disingenuous, but
Yeah.
I think he delivers every single line in that movie with perfection, and
Mhm.
it really makes the story hit home. It really makes, especially as the film goes on, you connect with the character so well, and obviously that's
Mhm.
like one of the number one roles of a leading actor. And he was also in Alien Romulus, so he's already been in a pretty big franchise. From what I remember, which it's been a little while, but they didn't give him as much to do in that movie, but I thought he was good there. But
Yeah.
especially The Long Walk, I mean, I can't recommend that movie enough to people, and especially focusing in on his performance. It was it was one of my favorite. I was almost gonna say it was my favorite, but I don't think it's quite my favorite performance of last year. But it's certainly up there. It's
Mhm.
very high up. So David Johnson's my pick, and can't wait to see what he does next. So
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you there. We're having
yeah,
agreement instead of
not so
disagreement.
much. Yeah, not so much butting heads
Yeah.
today, but
Yeah, I think he's excellent. I think he has, I mean, already has very good uh, acting and honestly potential for upcoming, hopefully upcoming stuff. So my pick is actually Miles Canton or Caton, however you
I'm not
pronounce
sure how
it.
to say it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I added an extra N by mistake. So if you don't know who he is, he was in Sinners. I believe his name was Sammy in the film. He played the cousin of Michael B. Jordan and the other Michael B. Jordan. Um, so the reason, okay, so I'm gonna say slight contradicting things. So the reason why I picked him is because of the fact that he only has Sinners to his name. Like he got the role in Sinners without any kind of acting experience. His character in Sinners wasn't necessarily the biggest expressive character in the film. I think he did pretty well. I don't think he was great, which sounds contradicting, but the reason why I picked him is because I think that he has potential to become great because this is his very first, honestly, experience acting in general. And I think he did a good enough job with the character he was given to play. And yeah, I mean, I think he was, yeah, he has potential, I think. It's just a matter of getting more roles added on to the resume of acting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a cool pick. I already said this to you before we
Mm,
started recording, but it's a cool pick for you considering Sinners wasn't exactly towards the top of your
yeah.
favorite movies, but from
Mm,
last year, but you still recognize and appreciate that performance, which I think is really cool, as I
oh,
do
yeah.
as well for the most part. But I will have to push back a little bit. We got to have some sort of debate here. So
Yeah.
I will say I don't think he was given the most amount of acting to do in
Mhm.
that movie. I think musically he was fantastic. I thought acting
Right.
wise he was good, but I do think there's a bit of range missing in that
Mhm.
performance, just because it wasn't necessarily given to him. So I would be a bit reluctant, looking forward. If he's given more to do, does he have what
Mhm.
it takes to, hit his stride dramatically as an actor? We're gonna have to wait and see, and I really hope he does because I do think he was good in Sinners.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd just bring that forward for a little bit more of a debate
Oh,
here.
yeah. Oh,
So
see, but the problem is I agree with you, which is contradicting to why I picked him as my top pick. And actually, I should probably go into mentioning my honorable mention and why they weren't my top pick.
yeah, go ahead.
So, my first honorable mention is a guy named Aiden Gallagher. So, if anybody watched uh, a show called Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn on Nickelodeon growing up, you would know him from that, or most recently from the Umbrella Academy. So I've seen maybe one or two episodes of the Umbrella Academy and multiple of many clips of his. Who he plays as the character he is in that show, I think he does an outstanding job. Honestly, actually, I should say, I think my two honorable mentions, I actually like better than Miles Catan right now. But I think Miles Catan has potential. But Aiden Gallagher, the reason why I didn't pick him as my top choice is because I think that he is going to go on a small hiatus from acting right now. I've heard that he is focusing on music and he's also environmentalist. So I want to pick him, but I can't with knowing that he might not be actively looking for new roles, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then my second honorable mention is Owen Cooper. People would know him from Adolescence and with most recently Wuthering Heights. Again, I think he was excellent in this, but the reason why I did not pick him is because he has already won numerous awards, up and coming awards, and has a lot of projects coming out this year and in line for actually 2027 too. So I was like, okay, he's already won and gotten the recognition for up and coming. So I'm like, can I really pick him to be my top choice when he already has the recognition and is getting work? And actually, I think Miles Katan won an award, but he hasn't gotten anything else. So it's kind of like a first come first serve kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I think Owen Cooper, Aiden Gallagher are excellent. Honorable mention. I had to mention them because they're great. But yeah, I that's where I'm at.
Very cool. Very good picks. Um, we almost forgot for the actors. What role do we want to possibly see
Yes.
them in? I'm gonna have
Mm.
to think for a moment about this one.
I mean, for me, if I may say, I think Miles Katan. I'd like to see him as the lead. I don't know exactly off the top of my head on what kind of genre, but I'd like to see him as the forefront of the movie. I want to see what he's capable of doing as being given more of a role in a movie as opposed to his kind of smaller role in Sinners. I want to see what he's capable of. So for Aiden Gallagher, I mean, it's hard to compare comedy from when he was a kid acting from Nicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn, and then most recently from Umbrella Academy, which is more of a serious role, which he totally killed. Um, hmm. Actually, since he is a musician, I wouldn't mind seeing him in either a musical or some kind of another biopic of a famous musician. I think that he would be a very good character actor, and I'd like to see him in those kinds of roles. So yeah.
Cool. David Johnson, I think I think I just want to see him in honestly another very like contemplative drama
Mm,
of some kind. Maybe some sort of just like family
okay.
drama sort of thing. Like
Mm,
maybe all right, hear me out.
I'm hearing.
I may be cooking. David
Let him.
Johnson, Miles was it Catan?
Morales.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Yeah.
Your
Okay. Yeah.
actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make them like siblings or cousins or maybe
Mm,
just friends or something. I want to see them work against each other. How about that? Or well, not against like not
mm,
enemies, like they're friends. I think that
yeah.
could
Yeah.
actually be a really cool combination to see on screen. So give me like some sort of like family drama between those two.
I'd watch that.
Let the
Yeah.
emotions hit hard. Let these guys show us more of what they can do because I believe it's a lot.
Mm,
And that could be a very impactful story with the talent that's going to be on screen there. So I think
mm.
how about that little two for one deal, you
About
know?
that. Yeah. I like
Um,
that. Yeah.
yeah, I think that could be awesome.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
I wish I
Um.
had a bit more of a plot to explain out there, but that's all I
Yeah.
got for you.
It's fine.
Those
But
two.
yeah. No, I like that. But for Owen Cooper, from what I know, all his roles are of serious, either serious or like drama based shows or movies. So I mean, I'd just like to see him in a comedy, like a chaos comedy kind of movie. It might be different for him, but I'd like to see some versatility from that from him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and make sure to check out our other one takes. Check out our film wheel videos, or yeah, videos. There'll be multiple out by the time
Yeah.
this goes up.
Yep.
Check those out. Check out the pitch from last year. That's our first ever feature film, and we appreciate all of you for coming out and for coming out in your homes,
Tuning in. Yeah.
tuning in. That's
Yeah.
I used that word before and I couldn't think of it this time. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much, and we will see you all in the next video.